singing the whole time, which they did. That's really impressive. So let's hear it from them. Welcome to our 8th grade spring concert, our final concert together in middle school. And we have some great material for you today. I really enjoyed it. This next piece is called Hypnotic Fireflies. It's by my favorite composer, current composer of jazz, and this piece is really more of a vibe kind of piece. There's not like a melody that's going to be catchy in your head, but it's really cool how different sound effects make you think of different things, especially if I can just get you kind of the concept of nature. And so all sorts of images go through your head in this piece, especially at the end. The end is super cool. So we hope you enjoy the Hypnotic Fireflies. pride in our music program are all the extras that kids can take part of. And inside the program, all the kids will take advantage of that stuff. I know when I type this up, sometimes it looks like I made a bunch of symbols to replace a swear word or something. But I mean, it's amazing how many kids go above and beyond. And I told the kids, first of all, I'm super impressed with every single one of them. The union day, and 50 years, and making each part of their living through Chaska school bus. I just want to acknowledge the people that did these groups. So, students, we talked about this. I'm just going to say a group, and if you participated in it, could you stand up? Percussion, wave your arms since you're already standing, so you know who you are. Jazz ensemble members, let's hear it for jazz ensemble members. We have one state honor band this year, Adria Hansen. Adria. A lot of people did win ensemble. Stand up and wave if you have an ensemble members. It's been such a special program for school. I'm enjoying working with these kids and why I have that experience. Adria, I think you're our one regional honor band member. Adria, again, thank you. Yes, District Honor Band, stand up, District Honor Band. If you remember back, in fact, if you've ever done a middle school marching band, raise your hand, stand up. If you've ever done marching band, not just this year, marching band, stand up, stand up. Well, there's one. Garage band, you're a garage band, our last show. And this brings pop ensemble members, pop ensemble members. Special shout out to Charlie who played taps at Veterans Day. Stand up, Charlie. A few of you did Solo Festival a couple weeks ago. Stand up, Solo Festival participants. I think we have some holiday band people in here. Holiday band, stand up. I know this from last year. This year's talent show is amazing. Stand up if you performed in the show or you were a host of the talent show. And last one for now, we want to acknowledge Adria and Hope for making the top band at Chaska High School next year as freshmen. Chanhassen results have yet to be posted, so we'll let you know about those. This next piece is a very powerful one called Salvation was created by Chaska. He wrote this when the communist government was taking over Russia years ago and was told that he would never write pieces for the church again. And so this is the last piece that he wrote for the church, and he was never able to hear it in his lifetime. So it's a very powerful piece called Salvation was created. pieces. This is a really important time in our last concert we've been doing now for the last few years. We want to acknowledge two very special people in the Chaska School West Music Program. The first one is Gina Ford. Gina was a colleague of mine for 20 years, going back to my second year teaching, all the way up till about 2018. And she was an amazing educator. She cared so much about the kids, and she did everything she could to make this music program the best it could be. She was a wonderful staff member. She served our communities at the school. She was out in the community. She was just an incredible human being. And I think the thing I loved about Gina the most is how she always put the kids first. Always put the kids first with every decision she made. Gina was diagnosed with cancer a couple years before she passed away, and her journey through the cancer process was, I could not believe it. She was just so filled with joy every moment she had here at school and just on this earth. And she taught me how to live through the hard times and just find joy in everything. Gina's husband and kids are here tonight. And it just means so much to me that every year we present an award to a student in Gina's name. Gina, near the end of her career, we were looking for an orchestra director, and she had never taught orchestra before, never played an orchestra before. She's like, I'll do it. I'll take violin lessons over the summer. I'll do it. And she ended up being just an incredible orchestra director. Just an amazing orchestra. There's no way I could have done what she did. And so we give an award every year in Gina's name to somebody who's in both band and orchestra. And the students vote on this, and we give it to somebody who is an outstanding musician, but also somebody who personifies Gina's characteristics, somebody who's kind, loving, and is always giving to other people and always puts other people first. So this year's Gina Ford Excellence in Music Scholar Award goes to Nadia Rouge. Before I do the second one, it's great when the kids vote on these and we get comments like, Mr. Songer, how do we choose just one? Everyone's so nice and loving in this band, and they're so right. This band is just filled with outstanding human beings. So I just love that hearing that from my kids. So thank you again for the family for being here tonight. We appreciate you so much. All right. The next person we want to honor and award we're going to give out is in the name of Jenna Kashke. And Jenna was a student of mine here for a couple of years. She was an amazing young lady, played the clarinet, was very involved in swimming, and one of those kids that when she walked in the room would be like, "Hi, Mr. Songer," and then when she left the room, she not only said thank you, but she said, "Thank you for teaching me today, Mr. Songer," every single time. And I'm just like, who does that? So, just an amazing person. And we lost Jenna just way too soon when she was in 8th grade. And so we acknowledge her at every concert as well. And Jenna's mom, Holly, is here tonight. I want to welcome Holly up to the stage.
Well, you got me teared up already. I'm going to do my best to not cough too much, but I'll probably cry. So thank you, Mr. Songer. And before I get started, I just wanted to say, you guys are so great. You really sounded great, and I loved the lights out with the firefly thing. That was really cool. As Mr. Songer said, my name is Holly Kashke, and I am Jenna's mom. It's so great to see you all here tonight to support your students. Probably some grandmas and grandpas here today, some friends, and that's just wonderful. And I am really, really grateful to be here to have a few minutes to talk about the Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award. I am so overwhelmed and grateful that Mr. Sanger created this award and gives it to a deserving band student each year. I see it as an opportunity to not only recognize an outstanding band student, but also an opportunity to share Jenna's message, her legacy, and to remember her. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Jenna. Many of you, probably most of you, don't know who Jenna is. She is my youngest daughter, and she passed away on September 25th, 2018 of brain cancer. Jenna was 13 and in the 8th grade here at Chaska Middle School West. She played the very same clarinet that her older sister played, and she just thought that was so cool. She loved swimming. She swam on West Express, and she also swam on Jen Hassan's high school team. She loved her friends, she loved her family, and the special camaraderie that she had with Mr. Sanger and her 8th grade bandmates. She loved the color purple, she loved Domino's Pizza and ice cream. The Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award is based on who my daughter Jenna was as a person, and a to-do list that her older sister Jessica found hanging in Jenna's room after she had died. It's now known as Jenna's List, and it included just 3 things. She had written down on her to-do list: work hard, be nice, give compliments. We had no idea that Jenna had this to-do list in her closet and that she was using it as a guide in her daily life. But standing here before you today, I can say that I'm so very proud of her and how she chose to live. My hope is that all of you young, aspiring musicians, and all of you parents and grandparents and friends, sisters and brothers who are here tonight, remember these 6 little words that make up Jenna's List. I hope that you remember them and implement them into your daily lives, and that her legacy can live on through you. I hope that these 6 words have a big impact on you, and that you realize that you can make the world a better place by doing 3 simple things: work hard, be nice, and give compliments. I am so proud to say that this award is being given to a student this year who has exemplified Jenna's List. So, Mr. Sanger, I'm going to let you make the announcement.
The recipient of the 2026 Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award goes to Hope Peterson. And now on with our program. You know, I love that arrangement, but that middle section that you heard with Andrew and Connor and Ben in the middle section, those wonderful singers, they left that out of the arrangement. So I'm like, how do you do that? It's the best part of the song. So I'm like, we're going to learn that and just stick that in. So give it up to those singers and well, thank you again for coming tonight. Thank you for a wonderful 3 years of music making. I could not be more proud of these kids. They've been such a pleasure to work with. It's always hard for me to say goodbye. It's such a tearful time, but a joyful time because I know that they're ready for high school. In many cases, some of these kids entered 8th grade ready for high school. They're such a wonderful, kind, smart, hardworking, talented group of kids that love and care for each other so much. And I'm going to miss it. I'm going to see them every day. At the same time, I can't wait to see what they can do. So, can we hear it one more time for these wonderful activities? And we're going to get you out of here with a song I haven't done in many, many years. It's hard. But this group can do it. So this is the great locomotive chase. Get ready to board the train and hang on tight. hand out here